All right, it's getting dark out, so I apologize if the footage is mediocre, but I want to get a quick tour of this International Fleetstar 2000. You guys might recognize the yard around here from previous videos, and there's lots of vehicles that I'd love to do a will it start or will it run video on, but most of these are all here for a reason. They have tons of body damage, blown motors, transmissions, or otherwise just complete junk. Mostly all no titles too. Furthermore, he's asking a lot of money for these cars, way more than scrap value, and so that's why they're all still here. Of course, and he's not going to allow me to just come work on whatever I want without buying it. So that brings us over to this International Fleetstar. I'd love to do a video getting the engine running and see if we can, if it has any life at all left in it. But furthermore, find somebody who wants to maybe restore this, or at least take the wrecker body off it and put it to further use instead of being scrapped like most of these cars are inevitably going down that route over time. Like there was a Ford LTD I wanted to do a video on before, and that ended up getting taken for scrap, unbelievably. But hopefully this video can give you a good idea what this rig's all about without having to come take a look at it. So let's just start over in this back corner. Nice heavy metal, not rusted out in a lot of areas. Decent tread on these tires, actually really nice tread, and I don't see any dry rot. So I mean, would you go down the highway with them? Probably not, but as far as a yard truck, absolutely. And then back here on the frame, I mean, look at these shackles, excellent condition. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get you guys an overall tour of the condition. Like, this thing's not as bad as it looks from the outside. I think most people would probably be interested in the wrecker body on it. So you got some outriggers that come down there. Those are pretty crusted out, I'd say, junk. And I'm not sure who makes this, but I'll just take these couple quick images. That way you guys can maybe drop some info on it. I mean, structurally, I'd say it's pretty darn heavy duty, and well, in good shape overall. Maybe the mounts are probably shot. This winch is a THE, the American Coach Body Company. That's what it says on there. Cleveland, Ohio. And that winch is driven by a chain off the drive shaft down there. So PTO driven winch. I feel like we had some clips of this in previous videos too, but this is going to just be an overall tour. I mean, nice, heavy duty, beefy structure. And it goes over to pulleys on the back. And run it over here. Continue on with this tour. You got a storage box, some lights and such, and as you go down, you step off to the side. Here's a look at the controls for that. Seized up as you would imagine. Fuel filter doesn't look too old. Yeah, the fuel lines or fuel hoses rock solid. This truck does have onboard air, as you can see, and so this is coming off of here. Let's get you maybe a look at the VIN, or at least inside. Look at those doors, guys. It's beautiful. I don't even know what year this truck is. Some numbers. Not seeing any identification. Let me check up front. But all right, here's, look at that, vent holes, air conditioned seats, maybe, right? Steering wheel's not seized up. Clutch pedal works. And that, I'm sure that's a cable clutch, I would guess. Brake pedal seized up, and the gas pedals are locked up too. It's got the key in it. Gauges are in pretty good shape. 194,000 miles on it. Rolling over. You got the wing windows. Real exciting stuff, right, guys? Overall, cab's actually, in pretty darn nice shape. What we're gonna do today is try to rotate the engine too. That's one of the reasons we came out. Fuel cap's off, so that's probably full of water. Just look at the front tire on it. You need a big tow truck to get this thing out of here, guys. Price is a firm $1,200, and I would pay that and drag it home if I had the means to move it, but I don't. So I'm not making any money on this, guys. It does come with the mannequin too. Let's pop this one open. You can see the front end is pretty crowded up, but the hood's salvageable. There's a look at the engine. I don't know what it is, but there's custom registry A11666 Cummins on there. It does have air brakes. There's the chambers on the front. and you know, radiator hose is cut up there. This support is unbolted on the rad, and under here there's a hole in the rad too. I mean, heck, that radiator is probably worth $100 and something bucks in scrap alone, guys. Come on, the value is here, is what I'm trying to say. Well, if somebody could purchase this, we will find out about the engine, but you know, we'll get it out of here and get at least parts off of it to a good home. I mean, this could make a great farm truck. And you might ask, why the heck are you even, wow, that's really pliable. This is actually newer hose on this side. That feels excellent. Got an oil bath air filter. Not gonna bother popping that open. And pop up on here so you guys can see. See if the passenger door opens. You got some rust holes there. No, that's it doesn't want to open. You can see this mannequin is covering up a pretty big dent in that front bumper, but I mean, this thing's heavy duty as can be. There's, look at the front brakes, the axle, leaf springs, and the oil pan, and the exhaust. And what size crank bolt do we got? Oh, I don't know, maybe inch. I just want to make sure she's out of gear. Looks like this does have a splitter. Maybe, I guess we should roll underneath. Okay, that's a neutral. Oh, we got a socket on that crank. Let's give her a little rotation. Okay. Oh, so it's not seized up, but that did not feel good because it turned and then stopped. Ooh, this metal up here is a problem. And here we go again. There it is. Oh yeah, real nice compression. I don't hear any rust in those cylinders. Oh, yeah, we gotta get over here and get this thing started up. Let's go. A full 360 and then another 360 for 720. Getting the arm workout today. So that's a rotator with excellent compression, probably a runner. You don't see any holes in the oil pan or the side of the block. Look how long that thing is. I'm not sure which motor this is, maybe the NHC-250, or I really don't know. I'll have to look a little closer up there and look up some Google images. Oh yeah, the rust jacking, split the spring clip, we'll call it, I don't know. Well, I guess we should roll under back there a little bit and show you too, because unfortunately, you know, I'm trying to find a buyer lined up for this, but the price is not flexible. It's $1,200 straight up. I will come out and help anybody, you know, get it rolling and on a trailer, but of course you gotta have something heavy duty enough. I got some winches I can bring to and such, come along and everything. But this video is gonna be the only thing I can show you, because the guy doesn't want people coming out of the property unless they're ready to buy, or unless you're ready to pay, because there's charges to walk around here too. It does have a dual fuel tanks. You see the other side's got the cap on it. Take a little whiff. Smells excellent, like old heating oil, as it should. You can always take a sample off there. Of course, you're not going to be pulling off the fuel. So there's a look at the muffler. And let's get under here a little bit. Frame, you know, pretty nice condition, guys. You see somebody's already caged the brakes. So what that is you insert a bolt into there, and that relieves the spring pressure, spring tension on them. So they probably had air brake issues and they wanted to still be able to drive it around or whatever. Pinion seals leaking a scotch, but not much at all. Look at that differential. Anybody know the model of that? I mean, that thing is maybe a Rockwell, I don't know, but that is heavy duty looking. Excellent tread on the passenger side as well. And yeah, there's a look at the air actuated 2-speed. Sorry about that, tilting the camera, guys. 2-speed rear on it. And just let you guys glance at the rest of this. There is the transmission. Big old beefy girl. The PTO inside. And drive shaft coming up to the chain. It's gonna need a little lubricant, but you know, everything's here, guys. I think this is an absolute steal for $1,200. In fact, I'd like to get $1,500 for it so I can make a little bit of money for my time. So I think that concludes the tour. Hopefully it gives you a good idea what it's all about. If you're interested, feel free to shoot me an email, no nonsense, no how @gmail. And yeah, I'd like to get this thing going and fire up the engine. I just have to find a buyer lined up first before I go tearing into it. So that anything else, I will update the description, and hopefully I covered it. Thanks so much for tuning into this random vehicle tour. We don't even know what year it is, do we? You guys know. I don't know, probably late 70s, early 80s, somewhere around there. International Fleetstar 2000 diesel.